Hello, welcome to Warframe, a game of collecting and upgrading. Almost everything here is able to be collected or upgraded, so it's a perfect game for chilling and grinding, the very thing we hope to do in this series. By the end of the series, my goal is to become the richest, strongest player ever. That's quite a goal in this game because of constant updates and additions, but that's what will make this journey worth it. After a cutscene plays, we get to choose our first space ninja, also known as a frame. There's 3 to choose from and it's a hard choice, but we decided on Excalibur, because he looks cool. What, you expected choices based on something else? We start by meeting Vor, a honestly pretty ruthless guy, but he's a bad guy, and you know what that means, right? He's a bad guy.
Duh.
I mean, he's gonna get what's coming. He attaches a device to my leg, apparently something that will make us... which is kind of offensive since we aren't an object to be owned. Luckily, we get contacted by someone called the Lotus. Who is she? No clue, but she seems friendly enough. She says she'll help us by overclocking our systems and giving us a fighting chance. Somehow it doesn't seem worth questioning her. We take out the soldiers that are coming at us, and then Lotus says that there's a ship nearby and that we should head there. There's a lot of soldiers that will try and stop us, but fortunately there's a small hut with a Skarner and a Mark 1 bow in it. We decide to only take the Skarner. A few enemies try to stop us, but they're no match, and we easily take them out. There's a few pistols on a box, so we just take the lash. Making our way into the next area, a ship comes to pick us up, but it doesn't get far. Vor is back, and he's not happy with me trying to escape. We're not about to back down though. We hit him full on, apparently scaring him into running off.
My decrepit heart is pounding. This one is stronger than the rest.
Lotus tells us that there's another ship we can use nearby, so we head over there, finding an MK1 Brashen along the way. The ship's AI, Ordis, greets us, explaining that the ship needs time to start up and that we must defend against enemies. Guess we have no choice.
We require immediate extraction.
The operator is in danger? I will need a few moments to cycle the engines.
Tender, not high. Watch.
A few waves of enemies later and we board our ship and escape the planet. We're told by the Lotus that the device Vor attached to us will eventually warp our mind and that we need to get rid of it before that.
Arsenal management could be restored if the operator wishes it.
First, we set up the arsenal so we can change our frames and weapons, but unfortunately things are limited at the moment because the ship was looted and a few important segments are missing.
Violation. Those have been looted as well.
So apparently we need to repair those by doing some simple breaking and entering. After installing it, we find out that an arms dealer who has a part that we need has been captured, so of course we have to go and save him. There's wardens guarding them, but as long as they don't see us...
It may be easier to get Darbo out.
I owe you for this dinner. I will get my entourage to meet us in orbit once we're clear of this mess.
He's kind enough to give us a mod segment for our troubles, meaning we can start working towards stronger weaponry. We throw some base mods onto our weapons and frames before being told by the dealer, Darvo, that he has a blueprint that can save us from being hacked by Vor, but we need a foundry to make it. Of course, that means we need to repair the foundry in the first place, so we need a foundry segment, something we don't have. Fortunately, Darvo knows where there is one, so we head off to grab it. The part is pretty easy to get, honestly. I mean, it was sitting on a box. Who the hell leaves these things on boxes?
Good.
They must be worth something, or why even bother looting them from our ship? Anyway, we kill a few enemies on the way back to the ship, and then we get access to the foundry.
Replace me.
Unfortunately, Darvo's blueprint isn't exactly cheap, and we need to go get some resources to even be able to make it. And so we find ourselves heading back on another task to collect the missing resource. This time we're venturing out to open some apparently secure caches. Let's be fair, they're not very secure at all, but there's no reason to complain since we really need the resources anyway. With the resources obtained, we need to make the negator. It only takes 30 seconds, and afterwards we should be able to take off whatever the device was that Vor put on it.
Do not abandon me again. Build the countermeasure.
I did this for my love, my queens.
It turns out though that doesn't work, and we set off a failsafe, which means we're going to find ourselves in a really bad spot unless we do something.
Get to navigation. Boarding a Grineer ship to access their personnel records will be the fastest way.
Lotus
to
suggests
find
we go
Vor.
after Vor and try to get him to disable the device. However, we don't even know where he is, so we need those details first. We head off to a ship to locate the navigation segment of the ship, which should give us the location of the Vor. Along the way, we find out the ship we're on is on its way to intercept a different ship full of innocent colonists. We could save them and risk failing, or we could leave them to the Grineer, which we definitely can't have. So, let's go save.
Destroy the reactor.
Fortunately, we don't end up failing, which is a good thing because I'm not ready to explode yet.
You need to bring Vor
We get
down.
back to the ship
Keep
with a
this, you
segment,
can
and soon
capture
enough,
again.
we find the
Don't
location
worry.
of Vor.
This
We
is
don't
our
have much
chance.
time to
Vor
think
has been stripped of
because
his
that
elite
device
guard.
could go off
He is
at any
vulnerable.
second. So
Keep out.
rushing over there, we fight our way through some basic runs and finally reach Vor, who tries to be threatening, but we remember when he ran off just because we hit him a couple of times earlier. He's not even that tough in the end. He has to pause midway through the fight to get his shield back up. Why did he do that, making us wait? Well, it doesn't matter, he's dead now. And just like that, the device disappeared, apparently connected to Vor, meaning if he dies, we get free from it. Well, now that that's not an issue anymore, we don't need to rush around anymore. We head back to the ship, and Lotus tells us that while Vor is gone, he's not the only threat, and that we can't just stand by and let things be. So we've definitely got more work to do.
The origin system.
As a plus though, we have managed to earn enough XP to reach MR1. But before we can do that, we first need to pass a trial, which will test us. So, let's do this, shall we?
incredible performance. This test is now complete. Another job well executed.
And with that, I think we'll end the video there. We've had quite a journey already, and we need to recover before we head off to stop whatever threat comes our way. Hopefully you enjoyed this video, and we'll look forward to the next one. If you did, consider subscribing, hitting the like button, and maybe even letting us know what you thought of the video in the comment section below. Till next time.